Please note, this review contains references to characters who are more mutant than human. I'm not exaggerating. They are appalling to look at. Viewer discretion is advised. Well, everyone. Welcome back to Obsessive Compulsive Gaming. My name is Joey, and I'm obsessed with video games. And today we're going to review the monstrosity that is Adam's Venture Origins. So before we get into the review, if you don't mind, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. So, Adam's Venture Origins was released in 2016. Now, you're probably looking at this footage and thinking if I'm mad or lying. Well, I'm definitely not lying. This game was released in 2016, and it's a remake of the original Adam's Venture, which released episodically starting in 2009. Now, let me be as honest as I can. The original game was bollocks, and this one is like getting a kick in said bollocks, i.e. it's not very good. So let's explore why, shall we? Now, before we discuss the plot, I have to talk about this game's title. Now, whoever came up with the title was clearly too lazy or dead to just call the game Adam's Adventure. So we get stuck with Adam's Venture instead, which sounds like it was conceived by a stupid person. And it probably was. So, the plot is basically a rip-off of the Uncharted games. There's some nonsense about the Garden of Eden and King Solomon's mines, and there's an English lunatic who wants to rule the world because... Now, in the game we play as lovable rogue Adam, who's an explorer, adventurer, you know, the type of chap I'm certain is prone to premature ejaculation. Now, his one-liners are as awful as the cap he wears, but in the grand scheme of things, he's okay, I guess. I mean, I smiled once or twice, although mostly when I accidentally dropped him down a mine shaft or got him smashed into 1,000 pieces. Now, this leads me nicely into talking about the game's character models. They are, in a word, deformed. Now, if Nathan Drake was as ugly as Adam is, I think he would have been taken care of by video game ninja assassins long ago. Oh, you don't believe in video game ninja assassins? Well, who do you think has taken my wife and child hostage and has threatened to kill them if my reviews do not meet with their exacting standards? Wait a minute, I don't have a wife and child. Oh, never mind. Now, the other characters in the game don't fare much better in the looks department. They are all some of the most hideous people I have ever laid eyes upon. Their lips rarely move when they're speaking, making them the most disturbing ventriloquist dummies I have ever seen. Now, combine that with how ugly they all are, and you have a nightmare. In fact, the gameplay I'm showing you here might be too much for those of you with a nervous disposition. So, if you've not already guessed, this game hasn't got a hellish much going for it. I've seen better animations on a blow-up sex doll. The writing is awful, the voice acting is somehow worse, and graphically, the game looks like one of Donald Trump's hairpieces covered in bird shit. But I still kind of had a fairly decent time. But please bear in mind, I also have a fairly decent time laughing at people who fall out of their chairs in restaurants, so take that as you will. So, if you can pick it up really cheap, then give Adam's Venture a go. If only just to laugh at it. So there you have it. There's my little review for Adam's Venture. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and stay obsessed with gaming. Bye, guys.
Are you still here? Oh, you must have really enjoyed this video then. In that case, you had better subscribe to the channel and check out our other content. Otherwise, you're a booby pants, and no one wants to be a booby pants.